I'm at an undisclosed location somewhere in the Midwest United States. And today we're installing a Mr. Cool Minisplit system. Who's we? Me and Stephen Cox. I'm going to show him how easy it was, and I have to have a travel buddy when I'm going on these long trips. So a lot of you jumped over on Instagram and gave us the story as to why you felt like you should get a Mr. Cool unit. And one stuck out. 2020's been a heck of a bad year for a lot of us, but this one particular individual, he had it a little worse.
Well, won't it be remembered for? I mean, everything has happened this year. People being sick, friends dying, people locked in a hospital without being able to see their family. Everything has happened this year. Kids went on spring break and never came off of it. Kids' lives were upside down. Schedules were completely changed. The beginning of it was just really surreal. Like, this isn't really happening. It seemed like something off of some cheap horror movie, you know, happening. That zombie apocalypse idea of what everybody tries to put out in a film seemed to really be happening or trying to happen. A time when you just kind of step back and like shake your head at it, try to figure out what's going on. On March 18th, I went in the hospital with my heart racing, high blood pressure, and it turned into an emergency triple bypass. So recovering from the surgery and getting over that, then in August, started not feeling well, started running a fever. I was like, I just don't feel good. I'm going to the car, you know, y'all wrapping up, you know, I'm just gonna go rest, I'm probably tired. And I got out to the car and waited for about 10 minutes, family wrap up and come outside. And I was like, I don't feel right. So I asked my wife to check my forehead. I was like, I feel like I have a temperature. She touched my head. She said, yeah, you're running a fever. Because of my surgery and everything else with my lungs, I was having trouble breathing. So I had to go in nebulizer treatment for 2 weeks to get my breathing back. By the time I got to the stairs and then made it like another 20 feet into my office and sat down, I would literally be sucking air like I just ran a 100-yard dash. My shop was actually built while I was in recovery. I couldn't even come out and see it except through the window. And so I watched my shop being built, and then I wasn't able to do anything in it for a while. And then once I started recovering, I was able to get out here, and it was summertime, and just trying to regain my strength and everything, and being out here in the heat, I would go inside, being out here maybe 30 minutes, just sweated down and out of breath because I couldn't handle it. So summer coming now and everything is going to happen. I'm going to be able to be in my shop a whole lot more often and be able to enjoy being in my shop and doing the things I want to do. My two main hobbies would probably be woodworking and leatherworking. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Having my own shop has been something I always wanted to have. Gave me a place to put my tools that have been rusting sitting outside under a carport. Getting in place now that when I do work on something and clean it up, it's not going to be rusted because it's going to have a climate controlled facility to stay inside of, and I won't have to continuously scrape rust off of my tools. I think the Mr. Cool unit is amazing. I've been highly blessed to have one installed for me. Now with my shop up and my air conditioner going, I'm going to spend weeks restoring my tools and getting them back in good condition again, but now I won't have to worry about them rusting anymore. Thank you, Mr. Cool.
So why did I pick Jory to give this unit to as opposed to any of you other guys? It's nothing against anyone else. I wish I could have gave one to everybody. I don't have, like, if they were mine, every single one of you, I'd be installing one of these in everyone's house. And for people that know me, you know I'm not kidding. Every one of us has had a rough year, there's no doubt, some rougher than others. Jory's one of the guys that has had a rougher year. Alright everybody, that wraps up this video. We got Jory over here, Stephen Cox right there. We're gonna go get into some trouble somewhere. I don't know, maybe find some brisket that's not $800. Jory told me if I'd have given him like at least a day's notice before just showing up down here, that's how I roll by the way, that he probably would have had a brisket ready for us. I didn't tell Stephen that yet.
I'm walking home, man.